Scene script. Ever found yourself stuck in a loop of laziness when it comes to exercise? You're not alone. It's a common narrative, isn't it? You promise yourself that you'll start working out, maybe even set an alarm for an early morning jog. But when the time comes, the allure of the snooze button proves too powerful. Before you know it, one day of skipping exercise turns into 2, then 3, and suddenly a month has gone by and you're still ensnared in the cushy, comfortable trap of laziness. You see, the struggle with laziness and exercise is a universal one. It doesn't discriminate. It's not just the naturally indolent or the confessed couch potatoes who grapple with it. Even the most active individuals, those whom you typically associate with phrases like fitness enthusiast or gym rat, can experience periods of inertia. Days when the last thing they want to do is lace up their running shoes or hit the weights. And it's perfectly okay. Laziness, in moderation, is a natural human tendency. It's our brain's way of conserving energy. It's an instinctual response, deeply rooted in our evolution. So if you've been feeling guilty about your lazy days, it's time to cut yourself some slack. But here's the catch. While occasional laziness is normal, a consistent lack of physical activity can lead to all sorts of health issues down the line. From obesity to heart disease, the risks are real and significant. So how do we strike a balance? How do we overcome this inertia and transform exercise from a dreaded chore into a regular, enjoyable routine? It may seem like a Herculean task, especially when you're in the throes of a lazy streak. But don't worry, there are ways to overcome this inertia and get moving. Did you know there's a surprising connection between your lazy days and potentially productive workouts? Let's dive into the fascinating science behind this relationship. When we talk about laziness, we're often referring to a state of inactivity or a lack of motivation. But what's going on beneath the surface? To understand this, we need to turn to the brain. Our brain has a deep-seated instinct to conserve energy. This instinct developed over thousands of years when humans had to save energy for survival, for instances like hunting or escaping from predators. In today's world, this instinct often manifests as what we call laziness. Now let's bring exercise into the picture. Exercise, by its very nature, is a high-energy activity. When you start to exercise, your brain, with its instinct to conserve energy, might initially resist. This resistance can sometimes feel like laziness or a lack of motivation to get moving. But here's the fascinating part. Once you get past this initial resistance and start exercising, your brain begins to release chemicals like endorphins and dopamine. These chemicals create a feeling of happiness and satisfaction, often referred to as the runner's high. This is the brain's way of rewarding you for overcoming the energy conservation instinct and engaging in physical activity. So the next time you're feeling lazy, remember that it's just your brain's old survival instinct kicking in. And the good news is, the more you exercise, the more your brain learns to associate physical activity with this rewarding feeling. Over time, this can lead to increased motivation to exercise, even on those days when you're feeling lazy. In essence, your laziness and your potential for productive workouts are two sides of the same coin, both rooted in your brain's functions. It's a fascinating interplay between our evolutionary instincts and our modern lifestyle choices. Understanding this connection can be your first step towards overcoming laziness. The next time your couch seems particularly inviting, remember this surprising connection and use it as a motivation to get moving. Because remember, your brain is wired to reward you once you start moving. So let's take the first step. Now, the million-dollar question is, how can you trick your brain into enjoying exercise, especially when you're feeling lazy? To start, let's consider the activities you enjoy. Do you love dancing? Then turn up the music and bust out some moves. More of a nature enthusiast? How about a brisk walk or hike in the great outdoors? The key is to find an activity that doesn't feel like a chore. Your brain will associate the enjoyment you get from these activities with exercise, making it much more likely that you'll want to move. Next, think about how you can incorporate exercise into your daily routines. Maybe you could cycle to work instead of driving, or take the stairs instead of the elevator. You could even make a game of it. Challenge yourself to do 10 push-ups every time you make a cup of coffee. By integrating exercise into your everyday life, it becomes less of an isolated task and more of a habit. But what if you're still struggling to get off the couch? Try focusing on the benefits of physical activity. Think about how good you'll feel after a workout, both physically and mentally. Picture the endorphin rush, the sense of accomplishment. the improved sleep, and the increased energy levels. Reminding yourself of these positive outcomes can provide the motivation you need to get moving. Another effective strategy is to set achievable goals. Start small and gradually increase the intensity or duration of your workouts. This gives your brain a sense of progress and achievement, which can be incredibly motivating. Finally, don't underestimate the power of a workout buddy. Having someone to exercise with can make workouts more enjoyable and motivate you to keep going. Plus, it adds a social element to your activities, which can be a great mood booster. Remember, exercise doesn't have to be a chore. It can be something you look forward to. So, find an activity you love, make exercise a part of your daily routine, focus on the benefits, set achievable goals, and consider finding a workout buddy. You might just find yourself looking forward to your next workout. So, how do you transform from a couch potato to a fitness enthusiast? It's easier than you might think, and today we'll uncover the secret to this transformation. Let's start with setting realistic goals. You've probably heard the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, neither is a fit body. It's crucial to set achievable targets. Maybe it's walking for just 10 minutes a day or doing 5 push-ups. Small victories lead to big wins, and before you know it, you'll be setting new records and reaching new heights. Next, let's talk about starting with short workouts. You don't need to run a marathon your first day off the couch. Start with something manageable, like a 10-minute walk around the block. As your body adjusts, gradually increase your workout time and intensity. You'll be surprised how quickly your stamina builds. Now, on to the topic of intensity. It's important to remember that the goal isn't to leave every workout feeling like you've been hit by a truck. It's about finding a balance, pushing your body, but not to the point of injury or burnout. As you get stronger and fitter, you can slowly crank up the intensity of your workouts. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Speaking of marathons, let's discuss consistency. Fitness isn't about that one time you ran 5 miles or the single week you hit the gym every day. It's about what you do consistently. Even if you're only walking for 10 minutes a day, doing it every day is what counts. Consistency is the secret sauce to transforming from a couch potato to a fitness enthusiast. And finally, let's delve into the importance of patience in this transformation process. You won't see results overnight. It's going to take time, and that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's a sign that you're making sustainable changes to your lifestyle, not just quick fixes that won't last. It's crucial to be patient with yourself in the process. But what if you have a bad day, or a bad week, or even a bad month? That's okay too. Fitness isn't linear. There will be ups and downs. What matters is that you get back up and keep going. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. In this journey, you'll find that the hardest part isn't the physical exertion. It's the mental game. It's pushing through when you want to quit, staying consistent when you want to slack off, and being patient when you want instant results. But with each day, each workout, you'll get stronger, both physically and mentally. Patience and persistence are key. It's a journey, not a sprint. So lace up those shoes, take that first step, and remember, every fitness enthusiast started somewhere, and that somewhere could be your living room. From couch potato to fitness enthusiast, it's a transformation that's completely within your reach. You've got this. Are you ready to overcome laziness and get moving? Here are 5 simple ways to do just that. First, let's start with finding a workout buddy. Having someone by your side can do wonders for your motivation. It's not just about the physical support. It's also about the emotional backing. When you have a friend who's committed to the same fitness goals, you're less likely to bail on a workout. You can motivate each other, celebrate milestones together, and even engage in a little friendly competition. The second method is to use fitness apps. In this digital age, there's an app for everything, and fitness is no exception. There are countless apps that provide workout plans, diet advice, and progress tracking. Some even offer virtual communities where you can share your journey and gain inspiration from others. It's like having a personal trainer in your pocket, ready to guide you anytime, anywhere. Thirdly, consider joining a fitness class. Whether it's Zumba, yoga, spinning, or boxing, group classes can be a fun and effective way to get moving. The group setting not only provides a sense of community, but also instills a sense of commitment. You'll be more likely to stick to your workout schedule when you know there's a class waiting for you. The fourth way to beat laziness is to set clear, achievable goals. Rather than aiming for vague objectives like getting fit, try setting specific goals. For instance, you could aim to run a mile in under 10 minutes or do 20 push-ups without a break. These tangible targets give you something to work towards and make it easier to track your progress. Lastly, make exercise a part of your daily routine. It doesn't have to be an hour-long workout at the gym. It could be as simple as taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or a 10-minute walk during your lunch break. The key is consistency. Once you start incorporating physical activity into your daily routine, it becomes a habit, and habits are hard to break. These are just a few ways to overcome laziness and get moving. But remember, everyone is different. What works for one person might not work for another. It's all about finding what you enjoy and what motivates you. And let's not forget, it's okay to have lazy days. It's okay to rest and recharge. But don't let those days turn into weeks, months, or even years. Exercise is not a chore, but a way to take care of your body and mind. Remember, every step counts, no matter how small. If you're a self-proclaimed lazy person, don't fret. There are creative, fun, and easy ways for you to stay active. Let's dive right into it. One of the easiest ways to get moving is by incorporating activity into your daily routine. For example, why not transform your mundane chores into a lively dance session? Cleaning the house can become a whole lot more appealing when you're grooving to your favorite tunes. This not only makes the tasks more enjoyable, but you'll also be burning calories without even realizing it. Also, consider the power of walking. It's a simple exercise that can be easily integrated into your day. If you're working from home, take short walking breaks. A quick stroll around the block can do wonders for your energy levels, and it's a great way to sneak in some extra steps. If you're more of an outdoorsy person, why not turn your leisurely activities into an active pursuit? A relaxing day of fishing can become a bit more active if you choose a fishing spot a good walk away from your parking spot. Love reading? Rather than sitting on your couch, why not take your book to a local park and read while walking around? Now let's talk about the power of play. Games aren't just for kids. Whether it's a game of frisbee, a round of mini golf, or even a friendly match of table tennis, games are a fantastic way to get moving without it feeling like a chore. Lastly, remember the importance of consistency. It doesn't matter if you're dancing while dusting, walking during work breaks, or playing games with friends. The key is to keep moving regularly. You don't need to run a marathon or lift heavy weights to stay active. Small, consistent movements can add up to big results over time. Getting fit can be fun, and it's definitely not limited to the gym. So next time you're feeling lazy, remember these tips and turn your day into an active adventure. Let's recap what we've learned today. We've discovered that there's a surprising connection between our lazy days and productive workouts. It's not about being the most active, but rather understanding our personal rhythm and using it to our advantage. We've also delved into how we can trick our brains into enjoying exercise. It's all about making it fun, incorporating activities we love, and rewarding ourselves for our efforts. Remember, our brains are adaptable and can learn to love what's good for us. We've journeyed from being couch potatoes to becoming fitness enthusiasts. We've explored 5 simple ways to overcome laziness and get moving. These include setting realistic goals, breaking tasks into smaller parts, and creating a routine that suits us. Now it's your turn. Start your fitness journey today. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. You can do this.